Hey, take me back to last week when things weren't going as well early, and then you guys picked it up the next time around. What was the key in that second round that got you guys rolling?
I don't know. I think it was just our attitudes in general. We just needed to pick it back up, and we all started off a little rough. It was a whole team thing. It wasn't just like one of us were playing bad. So we kind of knew that after seeing Caleb and like hearing how everyone else was playing. It was like, okay, we gotta get like into this. And I think we just kind of loosened up. We were like, obviously there are expectations, and we wanted to go to state, but it was more of something like, if we stay tight like this, it's not going to happen, and we're just going to keep playing as bad as we were. So being able to like loosen up and just take it as a game like it is and just have fun, I think that was our main thing, just loosening up and letting us have fun.
That's not always an easy thing to do, though, because the mind is a kind of a strange thing sometimes. Was that a sign that you guys were a mature team and that you guys knew that if you were able to do this, that you're going to have a better round and head to state?
Yeah, I think so for sure. In general, we usually are really good about keeping our attitude straight, but there's always one or two holes that are going to get you, and that's how I was. I had one hole that just killed me, and the front half I struggled really hard on, but all of us improved on the back half, and so it helped like seeing that improvement, even though I didn't play how I felt I played. But when I play without my mind, I play a lot better, and I think that's how it goes for anyone who picks up a golf club. If you take your mind out of the equation and you just play like you're supposed to, then it's so much easier.
How do you deal with going through the course and not knowing that where you really are sometimes, and you're kind of thinking, well, what do I got to do here? You always want to play your best, but you're thinking, how's the other field doing, and are we going to be at a certain point where you want to be? How do you handle that?
It's really hard because, you're out there, zero scores. You just know the people you're playing with, and your score. We kind of get a tell from Caleb when he comes around and, his vibe, how he's feeling, but it's hard. You don't know how you're feeling. You don't know if you have to pick up for others, but the crazy thing about it is we work in like such a uniform way. Like if one of us has a bad day, another person has a really good day. And so that's kind of how it's been for us all season. We kind of like mentally know, okay, well, maybe the rest of my team isn't playing too well, so I can pick up for them. And that happened a lot this Saturday, because I know I didn't play my best, but Esther really stepped in and shot an amazing score for how she's been playing. So
Hey, I mentioned you a little bit ago. I see you putting a lot, and certainly Coach talked to me about that. Talk about that side of the game for you, and is it something that you really, really need to work on in order to be successful again this weekend?
Oh yes, I agree. I usually hit the ball like crap, can hit it super hard, but it's one thing is my short game I struggle with. It's what keeps me from parring or birding holes usually. So it's something that we all have to work on as a group, because you can hit that ball around the green all day. It doesn't matter. It's going to add up your score. But just in general, it's something that we all have to work on. And when I play and I putt better, then my score is better. And like I said, I played pretty rough on the front half on Saturday, and the back half, the thing that kept me from not scoring as bad as I did on the front half was my putting.
Is it a mental thing for you on the putt?
Oh yeah, you have to believe that it's going in. And if you don't believe it's going in and you don't have faith in the line that you have and like the amount of stroke you're putting on it, then you're not going to go in the hole.
Compare the course you were just on to the course you're going to play. What's the biggest difference, and what are your biggest challenges for you personally and as you see as a team?
I think for me personally, it's the distance. The regional course is really short, and the course that we're going to at state is way longer than even out here at Elks. So it's something we're not used to, but I think it'll be good for us. We have a lot of girls who are really good off the tee and a lot of girls who are strong and can get their ball places with little club choice, but just I think, again, the greens are going to be faster, probably about a little faster than the Elks are out here, so it's something that we're going to have to get used to throughout our game, and having a practice round is really going to be able to help that.
You're going to do that on Thursday. Let me ask you, what Friday you'll go spend the night, chance to relax, and I'm curious what will go through your mind on Saturday when you walk out there and you see all the cameras and you see all the reporters and all the teams. What will you be thinking about at that point?
Obviously it's going to try to get in my head. I'm going to try and block it out as much as I can. We belong there, and I think that's something that we've really had to focus on, is like, especially with the Hall of Fame tournament and even regionals, like, we know we belong there and we know that we have a spot there, and that's getting in your head, believe that. Like, you see all these good girls, off the tee, just straight drives, like 250, 270 yards down the middle, and you're just like, okay. But you have to realize that we belong there. We put up the score to get there, so that just has to stay in our heads.
Is it something, as you said, you're going to try to keep it all in perspective, but will you kind of take a step back and just take a deep breath and say, let's just rip it and go?
Yeah, that's what you have to do. I have to play no matter what. If I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, so I might as well be in a good mood, so I play better.
Hey, well, let me ask you that, because a lot of this is so mental, and you talked about that on the putting side of it. You have to be really mentally strong, though. I mean, we're talking about all the distractions. You want to play well, you're at state, there's people watching you from home and all that. So I'm not trying to make this, make it worse for you, but you got to be thinking this is pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, it is. It really hasn't sank into me yet, like what exactly it's going to be like. I've seen videos, I've watched videos trying to prepare myself, but just like all the cameras and like the people who are like checking your scores, like they're going to know my score by the time I'm done before I even turn in my scorecard. And just the amount of people that are going to be there is actually insane to me. But I think it kind of helps me on the mental side because, like I told you, I'm kind of involved with the cameras and stuff. So I'm a little more comfortable around them than a lot of people are. And I'm really comfortable in myself. So you got to focus on myself and no one else's game.
Hey, before I let you go, what a great opportunity, though. I mean, just not everybody gets to do this. And even if you're a great program, sometimes you don't make it this far. Do you kind of think, man, this is really kind of fun?
Yeah, it is. I think it's absolutely insane that we got here. I think it's one of our goals. It's what we wanted to do, and it's crazy that we accomplished it. I've been telling the girls all week, I'm like, the last time the girls golf team went to state, I can tell you dang near all their names. And so, what they wore to state. And so it's just crazy that, like, maybe in a few years, the up-and-coming, like, the middle school girls, they'll, like, look up to us in this aspect. And just the whole entire community. Out here at Elks, we were on the range, and they had league, and the guys were just driving by, like, good luck, girls, good luck, girls. It's just crazy that the support we have, especially out here at the Elks, that all the guys give us. It gives you a little bit of confidence. Like, okay, we really do belong here. We got second at regionals. We do belong there. So that's what we really need to think about, is that we do, because that's how we struggled at the Hall of Fame, or at least me, I got intimidated a little bit by like the girls. So we played with Zionsville, the #1 ranked team, and so it was kind of like, oh my gosh, they're number 3 shooting a 73, and like I'm not playing well that day. But it's just like I have to stay in my own game, because if not, like I said, it's going to be a train wreck.